In response to the federal government's announcement of a regulatory framework for reducing oil and gas emissions by 35 to 38% below 2019 levels, Alberta's and Saskatchewan's premiers have declared they'll fight back and defend their constitutional right to develop their own energy sectors. A bill passed by the government of Saskatchewan on Tuesday shields employees of the province's energy suppliers from penalties if they fail to collect carbon taxes. The Canadian government introduced a broad-based price on carbon pollution in 2018, starting modestly at $20 per ton of emissions and rising to $170 by 2030. The trick Canada used to avoid public backlash was to package the tax as a price on pollution, not as a tax. Despite his repeated message that pollution should not be free, Trudeau and a group of Liberals representing Atlantic Canada announced in October that the carbon levy on home heating oil would be paused for 3 years. Inflationary pressures felt by households were cited as the reason for the pause. The real reason for the pause is that Trudeau is delusional enough to think he might get re-elected if he suspends the tax. Saskatchewan Premier Scott Moe announced on 30th of October that the provincial government would instruct SASK Energy, a Crown corporation, to stop collecting carbon tax from natural gas starting the 1st of January 2024, unless the federal government grants this home heating source an exemption. Dustin Duncan, Minister of Crown Corporations, stated the next day that the government was exploring options to shield SASK Energy officials from federal repercussions or sanctions for not collecting the carbon tax. SASK Energy Incorporated is a Crown corporation of the Saskatchewan government. It is responsible for delivering and selling natural gas to more than 405,000 residential, commercial, and industrial customers in the province of Saskatchewan. Earlier this month, the Saskatchewan government passed a law preventing SASK Energy officials from facing penalties for not collecting carbon tax, which Duncan calls carbon jail. As reported in the Western Standard, the Carbon Tax Fairness for Families Amendment Act was unanimously passed and received royal assent on December 6th. SaskPower, Power, another Crown corporation, will also cease collecting the carbon tax on electric home heating starting on the 1st of January 2024. SaskPower Power customers are expected to benefit from this adjustment. The government anticipates that it will lower power bills by an average of $21 per month. Alberta Premier Danielle Smith has also promised she will not submit to federal government demands to collect a carbon tax.